In this Ultimate Member WordPress plugin tutorial, I will show you guys how to create a membership website on your WordPress website for free without using any line of code. Just our free Ultimate Member plugin will do the magic. So why would you even want to have a membership website? So if for any reason you want your website visitors to register on your website before they can have login access to any of your restricted pages or even the whole entire website, maybe for the sake of selling premium courses or program, or maybe you want to create an email or the information database of your website visitors, or you want them to sign up to your forum, or just any reason at all. As long as you will need them to sign up before they can have login access to certain pages on your website, then you will need to set up the membership feature on your WordPress website. And this tutorial will show you exactly how to go about that. And if you want me to set up your website, your SEO, or any other WordPress services, then you can also reach out to me using my details in the video description. So let me take you to my screen and show you how to create your membership feature on your WordPress website for free without using a single line of code. Alright, so this is the membership website that we will be creating in this tutorial with the free Ultimate Members plugin. Now, the goal of a membership website is to restrict either the entire website from your non-registered website visitors, or you want to restrict certain pages if you don't want to restrict the whole pages on the website. So for example, in this particular tutorial, we are going to be creating a course website where students can come in, register with the website, and then they will be able to take premium courses. So that is what we are achieving in this website. That means we are still going to allow some pages to be accessed by any random visitor. So as you can see here, we have the home page, which is accessible to anybody that visits this website. But if you want to access our premium courses, you have to come to the classroom, and you will see that if you click on the classroom here, you can see now that you will not be able to access this classroom if you are not a registered member. So that is what is going to happen here. So for you to be able to access the classroom, you will have to enter your username or your email. So I used example as my name here just for demonstration. And then I've added a password here. Okay, so if you click on login now, you will see that you will be able to access the classroom where you can take your courses. So this is how it's going to happen in this website. And then you don't necessarily have to click on the classroom before you can log in. Of course, you can come to the register section directly and register. So you can actually share this link to anybody who wants to register. So you can see here it's already registered. So I'm just going to log out of this. Okay, so I'm logged out now. So for example, if I want to promote this website for people to register, all I need to do is just to come to the registered page here, okay, and then I can actually copy out my URL and then share it with anybody that wants to register. And then any website visitor can also come in here and register directly or log in directly into the website. Once they log in into the website, they will automatically be able to access the classroom also. Of course, I have not done anything like styling this particular website because that is not the goal of this tutorial. So after your membership website is working good, you can of course go ahead and style this website to be more beautiful than what it is now. Okay, so this is how it works. And like I said, you don't only have to restrict only a page, you can restrict the entire website from non-registered visitors, and you can also use this to create forums. You can use it to create just anything, so long that the goal that you're trying to achieve is to restrict pages on your website so that not just anybody can access those pages, except maybe the people that have bought any of your program or your courses, or you just want them to register even if it is for free before they can access those restricted pages. So if that is your goal, then this particular tutorial will just be perfect for you. Join me, let's go ahead and let me show you how to get this done for free in just a few minutes. So for us to be able to create our membership website successfully in a few minutes, we are going to go through 5 simple processes. The first one is that we are going to be installing the Ultimate Members plugin, and then we are going to go to step 2, which is to create our forms, and then we go to step 3, which is to create pages for our forms. And then once we create our pages, we go to the step 4, which is to insert our form shortcode into our pages and set it up correctly. And then that is all we need to do, and then we'll quickly go to the step 5, which is to do some basic settings so that we can have the best possible user experience using the Ultimate Members plugin. So let's go ahead to step 1 and install our Ultimate Members plugin. Alright, of course, the first thing we want to do is to log into the back end of our WordPress website, and then we want to install the Ultimate Member plugin. Don't worry, it is free. So what you want to do is that you want to come to the plugins section here. I'm very sure that everybody should be able to access this back end. All you need to do is just to go to your website.com/wp-admin, just as you're seeing on your screen. It's going to bring you to this back end. So you want to locate the plugin here, and you want to come to add new plugin. All right, so the next thing is that you want to come to this search plugin here, and you want to search for Ultimate Member. All right, so here is the Ultimate Member plugin. If I scroll down, you will see that we have over 200,000 active installation with almost 5-star rating by more than 1,000 people and more. So you can be sure that it's actually a safe plugin for you to use. So what you want to do here is to come to install now, and then click on that and wait for the installation to be complete. Okay, so once the installation is complete, you want to click on the activate button. All right, and as you can see now, this particular plugin has been activated. And then if you come to the left menu here, you can see now that we have the Ultimate Member plugin function already highlighted for us here. So what I want to do right now is that if I hover on it, you will see that we have quite a number of functions that have been displayed for us. We have the dashboard, the settings, the form, the user role, the member directories, and the extension. Okay, so now that our plugin has been installed and activated successfully, we want to go to the step 2 of this process, which is to start creating form. So what you want to do is that you want to hover again on the Ultimate Member, and you want to come to the form section here. You want to click on that. So as you can see here, we have 3 forms automatically created for us. We have the default registration, we have the default login, and then we have the profile section. All right, so now that we have our 3 forms automatically created for us, the next thing we want to do here is actually to start editing this form. So what I'm going to do is to hover on the default registration here as my first form, and then I'm going to click on edit. Okay, so on my default registration, the first thing I want to do here is that I want to just remove this default, and then I'm going to leave it at registration. Okay, I think that's okay. Then the next thing is for me to scroll down here, and you see that I can actually add my fields. Okay, so here you can see that automatically it came with the username, the first name, the last name, the email address, and the password. Okay, so this is going to be the registration form for whoever it is that want to register on this website to be able to access any of my restricted pages. Or if I want the whole website to be restricted, the person will need to register as a new user or as a subscriber before the person can have access to those pages or to my website. Okay, so if there is peradventure more fields that I need to add to these particular ones that are here, all I need to do is to click on the plus icon here, and then I need to come to any of these places. Okay, I can just select whatever it is that I want to add to my form. So depending on what you are using this for, you can just go ahead and check it out, and then you can add your own. So for example, if I just come to website URL here, you will see that the website URL is now added, okay, to my form field. And if I don't want it, if I want to delete it, all I need to do is to click on the bin icon here, and it's going to be deleted. If I want to duplicate any of these forms or any of these fields, all I need to do is to click on the duplicate icon here. So I'll just delete this because I don't need it in this form. Okay, so it's gone. And then if I really want to probably, edit this particular term here, all I need to do is to click on the pencil button, okay, and then I can just change whatever it is that I want to change here, and then you can just go through it. If there's anything you think you want to edit here, look at it. They are all straightforward. I will not want to talk about all of this so that this video doesn't get unnecessarily too long. Meanwhile, if you have any question about any stages of this particular tutorial, you can always drop your question in the comment section. I will always do my best to provide you the best answer. So if, for example, you have edited your field, all you need to do is to just click on the update here, and then it's going to be updated. And if you don't want, you can always cancel that. Okay. All right, so if I'm satisfied with the number of fields that I have on my form, of course, again, before I leave here, you can actually change the rows. Okay, so you can see here we have 2 rows, and here you can actually have 3 rows. Okay, so that's just by the way. So I'll bring it back here, and then once I'm okay with this, all I need to do is to come over here, and then I will come to this customize this form. If you want to customize this form, yes, you have the opportunity to do so. So here is saying no. If I want to customize it, I'll click on yes, and then it's going to open up these options for me. So here they are saying assign rows to form. So if I come here, I can just decide to put it as subscriber. Okay, for template, I can use my default template. Okay, and then I don't think there is any other thing serious here, so I'm going to leave it here. So again, if I want my privacy policy to be highlighted on this form, all I need to do is just to click on yes, and then if I scroll down, I can go ahead and select my privacy policy page, which I should have had already in my pages before coming to this point. But if I don't want it, I can just hide it, and then it's going to be no. So if I am done with this setting, all I need to do is to come to the live preview here. Okay, so if I want to preview this page before I go ahead to update it, all I need to do is just to click on the live preview here, and let's see what this is going to look like. So you can see here, this is what my form look like. Okay, so you can see here. Okay, so you can see register or login. Okay, so I'm cool with this. I'm just going to click on continue editing. So I think that's okay by me. All I need to do right now is just to come here, and then I'm going to update this particular form. Okay, so now my form has been successfully updated. So one thing I want you to take note of is this shortcode. So this is the shortcode we are going to be pasting on a blank page, which we are going to get to in just a jiffy. So for now, I am done with my registration form, so I can go back to form. Okay, so again, if I want to work on my default login, I will have to click on the edit again, and then again, I'm just going to remove the default. I'm going to leave it at login, and then I can go ahead, scroll down again, so you can see here username or email, depending on what you want them to log in with. If you want only username or only email, all you need to do is just to come to this edit option here, and then you can actually delete whichever one that you don't want there. Okay, so but then I'm going to leave it at this point, and then password the same thing, just as we have done in the registration page. So I will not want to waste a lot of time here because it's basically the same thing. So I'm okay with that. I'm just going to click on the update again. All right, and again, you can see here that I have my shortcode here. So I'll come back to forms again. All right, so for profile again, I will do the same and just remove the default here, and then I'm just going to leave that at profile, and then I think I'm okay with that again. So here for profile, there's actually nothing here. So if I click on that particular plus icon, I can actually come here, and then I can add profile. So I can just say username, which is going to appear in a jiffy. Okay, so I'm going to come back here again, and then I can add more fields. I can add first name. Okay, let me just go ahead and add some more. Okay, so I think I'm okay with this. Of course, like I said, in your own case, we are all going to be using our forms or our, Ultimate Member WordPress plugin for different functions. So you just have to go there and pick the best options for you, okay, depending on your need, and then just repeat the same process and you are good to go. So once you're done with that, again, if I click on live preview, it's going to give me exactly the same thing we saw a few moments ago. So you can see here, you can see this is my nickname, and then you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm just going to come back here, I'm going to update again, and then once again you can see that my shortcode is ready for me to use. Okay, so that is how I go ahead. If I want to add more forms, all I need to do is to come to this add new, and then I'm just going to click on it. That is if I don't want to use the default forms that came, when I log this in. So I can come here and give my form any name I feel like giving it, and then I can go through the same process again and again, and then I'm just good to go. But for now, I don't want to create any new page. If you want to create a new page, go ahead, feel free to do so. So I'm going to come back to my forms here. So now you can see that I have 3 forms that are active that I want to use now. So you can see now for my website or for my restricted pages, if I want them to register, they will have to go through the registration, and then after registration, they'll be able to log in with their registration details, and then this is going to show their profile, you know, when they log in into their account on my website. So this is just 3. You can do more, like I said. Okay, so once I'm done with my form creation, then we can go to the third step of creating our membership website, which is to create pages. Now, we will need to create pages for each of these forms, of course. As you can see here, all we have here are shortcodes, and we need to place these shortcodes into pages so that those pages can be added to the menu of our website, and then that is how this is going to work. You can see here that the ultimate members need to create several pages. For example, the user profile, the account page, the registration, and the rest of them before it can function correctly. So we will not be creating these pages from the usual page menu of our WordPress website. Instead, we can still stay in the ultimate members area, and then we can just come to this create pages here, and then we can just click create pages. And once we do that, you can see here that all of these pages have been automatically created for us. Of course, we may not necessarily use all of them depending on, you know, your needs, okay, for your website, but these are the pages that have been automatically created once we tap on the create pages option in ultimate members. So what I want to do here is just to click save changes. All right, so if we go now to the page menu of our WordPress website, let's check what we have in all pages. So as you can see here, all of these pages have been automatically added, you know, to the page sections of our website. So according to what we have already done while creating our forms, we already have our forms for registration, which is the register page. We have our form for the login page, and then we have the profile page. So we can go ahead now, and what we need to do right now is for us to come here at the register page. What I'll do right now is just to click on edit, but I want to do that on a new tab. Okay, so as you can see here, automatically you can see that the shortcode has been added to the register page. So all I need to do now is just to click on save. Okay, and then once this is saved, I can just come here, and then I'm going to open this in a new tab to look at what my page now look like. Okay, so it's saying here that you are already registered, and that is because I am already an admin here. So what I will do right now is that I'm going to copy this URL, and then I'm going to open an incognito window, and then I'm going to paste in the URL, and then I'm going to search for that again. So as you can see here, it's telling me to register this page. Okay, so as you can see here, all I need to do is just to come in here, and then I'm just going to input my information here, and once I do that, I can come here and then I'll register. So this is exactly how it works for any visitor that wants to have access, you know, to these restricted pages of your website. Okay, so I'm going to come back here. All right, so this page is already saved. So what I need to do right now is to go again, and then I come back to all pages, and this time around I want to come to the login page here, and then I'm going to do that again. All right, so automatically again you can see that the shortcode is already pasted in here again. So all I need to do again is to go ahead and save this. All right, so once it is saved, what I need to do again here is just to come in here. I'm going to copy the link address. Again, I'm going to open an incognito window, and then I'm going to check it out to see what it's going to look like. All right, so you can see what my login page look like now. So if I had already registered on this website and then I want to log in, all I need to do is to input my username or my email, my password, and then I'm going to log in. So this is exactly how it works. So let's come back. All right, so that is how it works. So let's assume now that, remember that if we come back to our form here, where is it? Let me show you something. Let's come back to forms here. Now you can see that I have a profile here. Now if I click on edit and I come here, you can see now that I have a profile page here. Okay, so now all I need to do again is, if I want this page to be displayed, I will copy my shortcode again, and then I'm going to come back to my pages here. Okay, so if I check through all of these, I can't really find any profile page here. Okay, so what I can do in this case is that since it's a custom form, I can just come here and click on add new page. and then here I can call this profile. Okay, so here all I need to do is to paste in my shortcode in here because it's a custom shortcode, and then I'm just going to publish. I'm publishing again. All right, so it has been published. So now if I view page, let's see what I'm going to have. So you can see here that I have a profile page here, as you can see. All right, so it's that simple. So with this feature, you can actually create a number of custom forms for yourself depending on how many you need. Okay, so let's go back to our dashboard. Let's go back to pages, all pages. All right, so just the same way we have done, you can actually come to any of these pages that we have here, and then you can activate them just like we have done. So for example, all right, so let's say let me use password reset, for example. Okay, so I'll just come to edit. So you're going to see here that the shortcode for the password reset is going to be automatically pasted in here. As you can see here, it comes automatically with the plugin. So all I need to do here is just to click on save again. All right, and once it is saved, I'm going to check it out on a new tab. So you can see here, to reset your password, please enter your email address or username below. So all I need to do is to enter my email address, and then once I click on reset password, a password reset link is going to be sent to my email address, and I can then go ahead and change my password if I want to do that. So it's that simple. All right, so let's come back to dashboard, pages, all pages. Okay, so from this point, what next you're going to do will actually depend on what you're using your membership website for. So as a demonstration, what I'm going to do in this particular tutorial is that I want to hide just one of my pages. So what I'm going to do right now is that let's visit my home page so that you can see what I'm trying to say. So you can see this is my home page. Now if I come to classroom, I want to make my classroom like a classroom where students that register on this particular website can actually take courses and upgrade themselves. But before they can have access to any of these courses, they will have to register with my website. So that is what I want to do here. Like I said, you have other possibilities. If you like, you can decide to have a website where none of your pages will be accessible to anybody that does not register on the website. But that is not what I want to do here. The only thing I want to do here is that I want to hide my classroom so that it is only my registered members that can access my classroom. Okay, so that is what I want to do. Like I said, you can do anything with your own. You can create forums and whatever it is you want to do. So what I'm going to do right now is that I'm going to come back to my dashboard, and then I'm going to go to all pages. All right, so this is my classroom. So what I'm going to do right now is that I'm just going to click on edit. All right, so what I will do right now is that I will scroll all the way down here. As you can see here, it says restrict access to this post. Now the reason why you are seeing this particular feature is because of the Ultimate Member WordPress plugin that is already active on this particular website. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is just to come to this box, and I'm going to tick it. And once I do that, this particular page is already a restricted page where not just anybody that comes to this website will be able to access this page. So here they're saying who can access this post. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to say only logged in users, as you can see. So I'm going to select only logged in users. All right, so select which role can access this post. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, administrator can access, and then I'm going to say subscribers can access, because subscribers is going to be the role I'm going to be giving to anyone that register on this particular website. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down again. What happens when users without access try to view this post? Okay, so you can see here it says show access restricted message or redirect user. So you can choose any of these options. You can redirect them, okay, to your registration page. So what I'm going to do right now, if I say show access restricted message, that means it's just going to be a message, something like, for you to be able to access this particular page, you must register, something like that. But I don't want to do that. I just want to use a redirect user here. So I'm going to click on that. So here you can see here it's saying login page. I can say login page, and if you like, you can also use a custom URL. So I'm just going to use login page so that they know that they need to log in before they can access this page. All right, so once I'm done with all of these settings, all I need to do is to come to save here, and wait for it to be saved. All right, so this is saved now. So I'm going to go back to my dashboard. Okay, so let me demonstrate what I am trying to say. So here I'm going to copy the URL of this particular website, and then I'm going to open an incognito window, and then I'm going to paste it in here, and then we're going to see what we're going to have. All right, so this is my website. So you can see here it's already saying restricted content. Now if we want to change this particular word restricted content, we can also change it. So if I click on restricted content, you will see that I cannot access this page. So you can see it's telling me that for me to be able to access that particular page, I have to sign in or I have to register. So you can see what we're saying here. So if I click on register, for example, it's going to take me to the registration page where it's asking me to register. So this is how it works. Okay, but another thing I'm going to do here is that if I come back to the home page, let's see, you can see here it's saying home, restricted, and profile. So what I'm going to do right now is that I'm going to make sure that my registration and login page is also highlighted on my menu, and I'm sure you should be able to do that. So I'll quickly go back here, come back to my home page, I'll come to appearance, I'll come to menu. All right, so I'm just going to come in here, and then I'm going to select register, and then I'm going to select login. Okay, I can do that, and then I'm going to add the both to my menu. Okay, and then I'm going to save my menu. All right, so if I come back here and then check my page again, so you can see here right now that I have my registration page and my login page also added here. So this is how easy it is. So let's come back to our main page. All right, so now that we have successfully done all of this, our membership website is almost ready. But then for us to get the best user experience, we are going to go to the final stage of this particular tutorial, which is to go and do some basic settings so that we can have an amazing experience. So what I'm going to do right now is, again, I'll come back to Ultimate Members here, and I'm going to come to settings. All right, so here is my page. I wouldn't say a lot about here because I don't think we have anything to do here. So I'm going to come to users. Okay, so here they're asking me registration default role. Okay, like I said, I want it to be subscribers. That means what I'm doing here is that anybody that comes to this website to register will be registered as a subscriber. All right, so for these ones, you can just check them up. I don't think there is any serious thing for us to talk about here. You can just check them up later. Okay, so here, let's see what it's saying here. Okay, here, enable strong password. Well, I can decide to do that so that the password can be, strong password. Okay, so let's just come back here. Here they say email activation link expires in how many days. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to leave it blank. Okay, so they are saying for user registrations requiring email confirmation via link, how long should the activation link remain active before it expires? So what's going to happen here is that when they register, a confirmation email is going to be sent to them, and then they will have to click on that confirmation email before their registrations can be confirmed. Okay, so here I'm going to leave this place blank, and when I do so, it means that the activation email will not expire at any time. But if I want it to expire maybe after 1 day or 2 days or 3 days, I can always set that here. So I'm going to leave it blank. Okay, so here for SEO, they said avoid indexing profile by search engine. I would say yes, I don't want search engine to index this particular pages because they are my registration pages. I don't want it. It's not necessary that it's indexed on Google. So I'm going to leave it at yes, and then I'm going to save it. All right, let's quickly see what we have in accounts. Honestly speaking, I don't think I have a lot to do here. So like I said, you can always check them up, and so that if there's anything you think you want to do here, they are pretty straightforward. So, but then I don't think there's anything serious here that I want to do. So I'm just going to leave the account. I'm going to leave all of these. I think I'm okay with the settings that comes with this particular one. So here I'll come to access. All right, so they are asking this site, should it be accessible to everyone? I can say site accessible to logged in users only, or I can say this site is accessible to everyone. It depends, even though I know that my restricted pages cannot be accessible to everybody. So I can just leave it at this restricted access post title. Okay, this is what I was saying when I was talking here. Let me go back there. So you can see here it's saying restricted content. I can decide not to use the word restricted content. I can come back here, and instead of using restricted content, I can just say classroom, so that anybody that sees classroom will want to click on it naturally, but when they do so, they will notice that they cannot access it if they don't register on the website. So I'm going to leave it at classroom. Okay, so once I do that, I think this is all I want to do here. Like I said, there's quite a number of things you can also try out here. You can just experiment, okay, but I'm going to leave it at save changes. I think I'm okay with that. All right, once it is saved, let's go back and see if it has been effected. So here, I'm going to come back here and I'm going to refresh this page. So you can see here it's saying classroom, okay? But by the time you click on the classroom, you will notice that you need to register before you can have access to the classroom. So that is good. So I'm going to come back here, okay? So this is all it is. Now, I really don't want to make this video to be so long, so I'm not going to be talking about the email and the appearances and some other settings that you need to know. I think I'm going to record another video to show you how to do these settings. But if you really want me to talk more about the email settings and the appearance and other settings that will make you have even an amazing experience, you can let me know in the comment section. And if I see that you guys are really interested in knowing how to do this setup, then I will record another video to explain, so that this video doesn't get too long. Meanwhile, if you have enjoyed what I have done so far, please, I want you to give this video a like and help me share on your social media handles, because more persons will really need this information. And of course, if you are an unsubscribed visitor to this channel and you want to see amazing WordPress tutorials like this one and other digital marketing videos that will really upgrade you, then why not subscribe to this channel by hitting the subscribe button and turn on the alert notification so that YouTube can notify you anytime I release more videos like this one. So if I'm satisfied with what I have, all I need to do, let's come back to my website and let's see what we have. So you can see that this is actually a membership website, like I said, and the goal I have achieved in this website is to be able to protect my classroom so that anyone that wants to have access to my premium courses will have to register before they can go ahead to, have access to my classroom. So this is how to set up membership on your WordPress website using the Ultimate Member plugin. If you got value from this video, please give it a like so that YouTube can suggest this tutorial to more people looking for this kind of information. And if you want to see more WordPress and digital marketing videos like this one, and you are not yet subscribed to this channel, then hit the subscribe button and turn on the alert notification so that YouTube can notify you when next I publish new videos. Thank you, and I'll catch you in the next one.